I understand you're the best in the business. I've been a law enforcement officer for 44 years. I've been carrying the same sidearm on duty for over 30 years. It's a Colt Delta Elite, 10 millimeter. Anything you can do for me to help me out, I would greatly appreciate it.
Hey, Dad, we got that gun from New Mexico in. We finally got the package we've been waiting on from Wayne. It's time to get this gun opened up and get it over to my dad.
What do we got, man?
Let's see.
Love when new guns come in, bro.
So right here we got a Delta Elite in for a mechanical, and this was a service weapon for 30 years. So,
wow.
Yeah.
We love submissions like this. You know, we do a lot of service guns, and Wayne's is no exception. Oh, the gun's pretty beat up. This gun's probably got some good, honest use on it in a holster for a long time, huh, man?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, wow, look at this. Look at these cases, man. Look at the bulging on these cases.
Yeah, it's no good.
Wow, that's pretty bad, huh? When we first opened up the box, you know, we looked at the shell casings, and the casings were bulged pretty bad. That told me that something serious was going on inside this pistol. You know, we're gonna have to do mechanical on it. And you know something? I think while we're doing that, okay, since this man protected us for 30 years with his life, okay, on the job, I think we're gonna go and do a reblue on it also. Okay, a complete restoration. That's what we're gonna call it.
Wow.
All right, so why don't you go and get this over to Derek and get some before photos.
Gotcha.
All right, buddy.
The Delta Elite is basically a standard 1911, few modifications, based again on John Browning's 1911. The Delta Elite was released in 1987 by Colt in response to the growing popularity of the Bren 10.
What's you looking at, son?
Well, I was looking at these right here, and
Wow, look at these casings, man.
Yeah.
These things are bad, huh?
I think we're gonna need to take it to the range.
I'm just looking at the grips and seeing how beat they are, and looking at all the wear on it, and looking at the shell casings and seeing how they're bulged, you know? And all I can think is we gotta get this thing to the range. Okay, we gotta test fire because we really need to know what's going on with it before we do a restoration on it.
The Gunfather Restorations is presented by Colt, still making history. And by Case, keep your hands sharp. And Zippo, the trusted name in heat and flame. Louie and the Gunfather team just received a 1987 Colt Delta Elite. The gun appears to have some mechanical issues, which the team will have to figure out before they can begin their restorations.
You know, so before we go to the range, I want to call Wayne. You know, I'd love to discuss what this gun means to him and go over the mechanicals of the issues that he was having. Hey, Wayne, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you, sir?
Awesome. Hey, Wayne, why don't you tell me a little bit about your gun and how you got it and what it means to you?
Well, I am a police officer and have been since 1977. Back in the 80s, there was a lot of controversy. A lot of departments were still using wheel guns. And then Colt came out with the 10 millimeter, 1911. That's what I wanted, so I got one in 1987. The last 35 years since I purchased it, and it's my baby. That's my partner. You know, we've been together for almost